20 minutes to the top of the hour. Joining us this morning is Mr. Allen Clark. He is the Crawford County EMA Director. Good morning, sir. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm good.
Luke Rio, Mark Heim with you, and a big event coming up. Mark, why don't you set this up for us?
A couple of things coming up, but the one thing that we have that we're aware of course, is the National Night Out for Crime that is going to take place here on August 2nd. And our understanding is that Countyt will be participating in that. There's a number of activities taking place that night from 6 until 9. And it's all along the lines of getting people to talk to one another, networking with one another, and when you open up communications, of course, you have a safer community.
All right, and we have Allen Clark here to maybe stress that a little bit more. Good morning, sir. How are you today?
Good. Good morning, Mark and Luke. We're, as everybody, a bunch of different hats. Not only the Public Safety Emergency Management Agency Director for the county, but also the mayor of Countyville. So,
what were you thinking?
National Night Out is a national event that happens across the nation. They pick the dates, and our community picked the times of 6 to 9. It'll be at Lord Mason Park, and it's to get the community out together. Back when I was younger, everybody knew who lived next to each other or lived in town, and we visited with one another, sat on swinging porches, and nowadays we don't really know who lives in every house. So that's an event to bring the community together. Lock your doors, turn your porch lights on, and come down to the park.
Now, this is an effort that is not new, and I imagine a lot of people have heard of National Night Out for Crime. But how long has this been around?
I'm not sure on the exact time it started, but it's been a national effort, and it's up to groups to organize it in their communities. Several years ago, with the Attorney General's office, Crawford County District Attorney's office, they had them at Diamond Park a few years ago that our office participated in. It was a great event for those in the city of Meadville to get together. And again, it's law enforcement are our friends. They're there to help and protect us. So we're going to be meeting with the Pennsylvania State Police, meeting with the Crawford County Sheriff's Department, and not only talking about how to prevent crime, how to keep us safe, but all hazards, like we do. The American Red Cross will be there, Meadville Medical Center's Community Health Service will be there, hospice. We have some local churches even participating. So it's just a good community event. Face painting, balloon animals, popcorn from the library, and water and lemonade.
We've talked about things like this in other communities and such. One of the things that's really important is to strengthen the neighborhood spirit. Why is it so important for folks to get to know one another?
Well, any police agency can't be everywhere at the same time. So it's important for neighbors to, keep an eye out for other neighbors. If you see something that doesn't look, that looks suspicious, call the state police and Countyville Borough, or call your local police, and be those eyes and ears. Don't put yourself in jeopardy, but take pictures, get down license plate numbers, make sure you're able to secure your home, secure your vehicle. We're going to be passing out information on how to keep people safe, how to prevent crime. Also have Crawford County Care Center talking about senior citizens, what our seniors can do to make sure they're safe from different types of crime.
I know that in other communities there have been efforts similar to this that have involved not only nights out for crime, but things like meet and greets where folks have gotten out to actually walk their communities. So it sounds like it's extremely important. If people know one another and talk to one another, they feel like they're a little bit more united. They have a little bit more control of their neighborhood then.
Exactly. We did that last year. Our group, after meeting with the state police, we walked around town and said, "Well, who lives there?" "Well, we don't know." "Well, let's go talk to them. Introduce ourselves to them to instill that neighborhood camaraderie that we all have.
Well, it's almost
communities really need to work together. help one another out.
Yeah, it's almost been lost over the years. We just had this conversation, a group of friends, we were together Saturday night, and we were talking about this Pokemon Go thing, because you're seeing all sorts of people out and about now, and people coming through the communities, and you don't necessarily know who these people are, so, how do you know who's safe, who does live next to you? And as you said, Alan, it's not like the old days where, people would sit on their porch and you know everybody. You barely know who your neighbors are anymore.
Exactly. We have a lot of rental houses. People, come and go. And, it's just important for, elected officials and, public safety to be able to meet, fun time for kids, adults, even our senior citizens to, reinstill that bond together that, we're not here all by ourselves. We have a whole community that can help us in whatever we need, whether it's, faith-based or if it's health, or if it's crime. Just a wealth of resources in the Countyt Valley area, Countytville, even Crawford County. So it's great to see so many different, countywide agencies as well as local agencies come together and help support this event. And something really unique, we'll have McGruff, the crime-fighting dog, there.
Nice.
So kids and adults can get their pictures with him, and also Sparky, the fire safety dog. Our Falls Cove Volunteer Fire Department ambulance service will be there. You can touch a fire truck, touch a police cruiser, touch an ambulance, and meet our two famous characters.
It sounds like there's a little something for everyone there. That's a good thing.
You're not going to have Sheriff Nick Hoke there, are you?
He might be there.
Because, he would be, the third character there?
Yeah, I'll let him know that.
Give him our best.
Well, you have our sincerest apologies, I'm sure. We want to switch gears for just a minute, Mr. Clark. There's another event that you'll be, I guess, switching hats on this conversation too, but there's an event coming up tomorrow that's very important for many communities, and I wonder if you might talk about that.
Sure thing. Everybody has emergency plans. We, tell the residents to have a plan, what they do if there's a tornado flood. And tomorrow morning at the Countyt Area Senior High School in Linesville, they have a plan. Public safety have plans. What to do if there's an active shooter. We cringe at the thought of that happening, in our communities here in Crawford County or across the United States, but we're seeing it, occur too frequently. So, after several years of planning and then training on those plans, and then we did a tabletop exercise where we sit around a table and we say, okay, there's two bad people. They come in, they start shooting. What is our plans? And then tomorrow, we're going to test those plans to see if they work well and what areas we can improve upon by actually, we're going to have some people moulaged with injuries. We're going to transport them to Andover and Meadville. We'll also have, numerous law enforcement. Doesn't matter, what color uniform. All law enforcement that's involved in the exercise, they'll be coming together to practice their plans for an active shooter, as well as the school district and fire, ambulance, emergency management. So it's probably one of our largest exercises. We have probably over 200 participants being involved in it, and it'll affect several different communities. But mainly there in Linesville, we'll be practicing an active shooter scenario. And it's just a drill, and it's real life. We're moving vehicles, we're moving people. We have victims. We'll have stat medevac come in and fly a patient out. So we're making it as real as possible, but as safe as possible. We have a whole exercise team and safety officers involved to ensure the safety of the exercise participants.
How difficult is it to coordinate something with that many participants that's a mock-up without alarming people? I imagine there's a lot of community education that goes into this as well.
Sure does. The Countyt School District, Jaron Sperry and his staff have been just tremendous to work with. Some places you see across the country, they don't want to do that. They don't want to think that would happen. But Countyt School District's mission, the first word is the safety. And, I just commend the school district for taking it this far to really push and, see what their staff would do. The school district has went door to door to the neighbors, letting them know about the exercise. They've mailed to the community in the borough of Linesville, all the residents, about this exercise. East Erie Street will be open, but you might see fire police or other vehicles out there just slowing them down, because we want to simulate as real as possible. That street would need to be shut down if there was an incident there. Again, it's all going to be on the campus there of Countyt School District and some other areas in the county, but there shouldn't be there's no roads being closed. And again, if it's a real event, I guess the surreal thing is my daughter goes to that school. My daughter's going to participate in that exercise tomorrow, and it'll be hard for me not to run into that school. But I know what my job is when something happens like that, where I need to be to support, fire, ambulance, and police in the school district. And, I'm going to wait and let the school district tell me, where do I need to go to get my daughter. It's not going to be at that school because, unfortunately that's become a crime scene, and, we can't allow any more people in there. We're going to let law enforcement do their job that they're trained and do very well. We're going to let EMS, take care of the ones that are injured. And, I want to wait for the school district to tell me, do I need to go to this facility to meet my daughter? Do I need to go to a hospital to meet my daughter? So that's the important thing, and it's hard as a parent because you want to be there, you want to text them or, know they're okay. But the important thing is, and as hard as it sounds, parents, guardians need to wait and let the school district tell them where they need to go, and that'll be the quickest and easiest. Because when you take students to another location, after they've talked to the police and got all the information the police need, they're going to be taken to a safe area, and we're practicing that as well. How do we reunite the parents and the students back together?
Crawford County EMA Director and Mayor of Countyville, Allen Clark, joins us. Thank you so much. We'd love to have you back. Maybe next month we can have you back on.
Sounds great.
All right. Take care. And again, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
All right. Have a good day.
You too. It is 7:53. This is The Morning Drill on Stream Television and the Allegheny News Talk Sports Network. We'll be right back.
So I can show you how your mind is